Top 10 gemstones found in Earth's harshest deserts. Across the harshest regions on Earth, where rainfall is a memory, wind carves rock into sculpture, and temperatures soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, lurking beneath the silence are crystals of unimaginable value. These are not mirages or legends, but real gems born in nature's extreme environments. Formed by volcanic eruptions, tectonic pressure, or even the outside world's impact. These desert-born treasures defy their surroundings and, sometimes, even scientific explanations. As the countdown begins, one question remains. Which ancient desert gem has taken the top spot? Don't forget to press and hold that like button, leave a comment, and hit subscribe before we begin. Ranked 10th, Carnelian, the desert's burning ember. Deep in the scorched heart of Iran's Kavir Desert, where daytime temperatures regularly exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit and sandstorms erase entire roads, lies a gemstone forged in volcanic fire and tempered by time. Carnelian. This reddish-orange variety of chalcedony forms when silica-rich fluids seep into volcanic rock and bond with iron over millions of years. But here, in one of Earth's most hostile environments, carnelian takes on a deeper intensity. Its color darkens, its clarity sharpens, and its presence becomes rare. Reaching the best deposits is no easy feat. Miners must navigate salt flats that fracture underfoot, endure searing desert winds, and risk engine failure in the brutal heat. Most days they leave with nothing, but occasionally they unearth something extraordinary. A 25-carat flame-colored stone with an inner glow like a coal that refuses to go out. These premium-grade carnelians can command anywhere from $50 to $100 per carat, but their actual value lies far beyond the price tag. Carnelian has been revered for over 4,000 years. It adorned the necks of Egyptian pharaohs, sealed royal decrees in the Persian Empire, and was said to embolden Roman warriors before battle. Today, it's not about status or sparkle. It's about legacy. This gem doesn't shout, it resonates. It's a whisper from ancient empires preserved in the silence of the desert. To hold a carnelian born in the Kavir is to grasp something older than kings, rarer than gold, and more challenging than the desert itself. It is not just a stone, it is a survivor. Ranked 9th, Chrysoprase, green serenity beneath Australian dunes. Beneath the windswept dunes of Western Australia's Pilbara region, a gemstone quietly defies the desert's desolation. Amid searing heat and bone-dry terrain, Chrysoprase emerges from deep within the ancient rock. Its cool apple-green hue startlingly contrasts the sun-scorched landscape. This stone does not form in lush valleys or near flowing water. It takes shape in nickel-rich serpentine, where mineral-laden fluids, heat, and time converge in silence. Chrysoprase does not glitter or dazzle. Its beauty lies in serenity. The finest specimens display a milky translucence and uniform green tone, qualities that elevate their value up to $200 per carat, especially in cuts ranging from 5 to 50. Australian chrysoprase, in particular, is highly prized by Western lapidaries. It has earned the nickname the Nomad's Emerald, a gem for those who see elegance not in brilliance, but in subtlety. Though chrysoprase has graced the art of ancient Greek carvings and European jewelry since antiquity, no location yields a purer form than the arid belts of Western Australia. Here, survival is measured not in rainfall, but in resistance to extremes. And it is this very resistance that fosters one of nature's most tranquil stones. There is no fanfare to its formation, no flash in its presence. Chrysoprase waits, hidden beneath layers of dust and stone, asking for nothing but the eyes to notice it. In a world obsessed with spectacle, it offers an alternative, a quiet beauty born not from abundance, but from the stark stillness of the desert. Ranked 8th, Garnet, desert crystals of Namibia. In Namibia's coastal wilderness, where the Namib Desert meets the Atlantic in a barren collision of sand and salt, the earth yields a secret forged under crushing pressure, garnet. These are not ordinary crystals. They are the desert's silent inheritance, born from metamorphic turmoil, raised beneath dunes that have not seen rain in years. Namibia's garnets come in various forms, scattered across rocky outcrops and ancient geological folds. Almandine is deep red, almost blood-colored. Spessartine is glowing with mandarin fire, and the rarest among them is demantoid, brilliant green with diamond-like sparkle. Each variation reflects the mineral conditions of its birth, crystallized in environments where tectonic heat and desert erosion coexist in tension. Garnets from this region are compact, resilient, and visually striking. Most gem-quality stones range between 3 and 10 carats, but exceptional specimens exceeding $1,000 per carat have been documented, particularly among finely cut demantoids with perfect dispersion and horsetail inclusions. These garnets are not just colorful stones. They are geological time capsules, recording intense metamorphism and mineral exchange in their lattice. Historically, garnet was a warrior's stone, worn for strength, used in trade, and embedded in the artifacts of ancient Saharan caravans. In Namibia, it remains a symbol of endurance. The land that bears it is harsh, wind-beaten, and hostile. Yet from that struggle emerges a gemstone that captures both beauty and defiance. Ranked 7th, Fire Opal, Flames of the Mexican Highlands. High in the arid plateaus of central Mexico, where the earth splits under ancient lava flows and summer heat curls the air like smoke, bursts a gemstone that looks more alive than solid. Fire Opal, a jewel that doesn't just reflect light, it holds it like liquid flame. Fire Opal is volcanic at heart. Born in the aftermath of eruptions millions of years ago, it forms in the vesicles of rhyolitic rock, where water vapor once boiled through molten earth and left pockets filled with silica. In time, those pockets harden into something miraculous, stones glowing in fiery orange, golden amber, and scarlet red. The mining regions of Querétaro and Jalisco are dry, cracked, and sun-seared. Workers scale narrow shafts carved into volcanic cliffs, exposed to UV-scorched skies and unpredictable rockfalls. Most stones are dull or fractured, but occasionally a piece that appears almost molten is pulled. A gem so pure and vibrant, it seems lit from the inside. These rare specimens, particularly those with translucence and vivid saturation, can command $300 to $1,000 per carat. In pre-Columbian Mesoamerica, fire opals were revered as sacred gifts from the gods, not just for their beauty but for what they represented, the duality of creation and destruction. They were set in ceremonial mass and used in rituals of sun and flame. Fire opal remains one of the few gemstones that genuinely feels alive today. Its colors shift in daylight, pulse in candlelight, and blaze against the skin. Forged in fire, shaped by silence, and discovered in lands where water is scarce and beauty even scarcer, it is both a relic of Mexico's volcanic heart and a flame that refuses to burn out. Ranked 6th, Topaz, Golden Secrets of the Utah Desert. In the remote canyons of western Utah, where sagebrush clings to crumbling rock and volcanic dust dances in silence, buried light fragments lie beneath the sun. Topaz, pale gold, icy blue, and honey clear, forms here in silence, cradled by ancient rhyolite flows hardened over time. This desert, the Topaz Range, is stark and still. Wind passes over lava domes shaped millions of years ago, leaving behind a raw, high-altitude wilderness. Beneath its surface, cavities in cooled volcanic glass gave birth to topaz, crystallized in vapor pockets, untouched by moisture, and so transparent that they seem to disappear against the hand. Topaz lies beneath the surface, but its retrieval is less demanding. The sun burns over 100 degrees Fahrenheit by midday, and jagged rhyolite shards tear at boots and tools alike. Most finds measure under 5 carats, yet in rare cases, flawless golden crystals emerge, unheated, uncut, their natural form so sharp they mimic precision-faceted stones. Some can reach $250 per carat, especially when free of internal fractures and rich in color. Before gem cutters shaped it for jewelry, native cultures used topaz for barter and ceremony. Its literal and symbolic sharpness made it a stone of clarity, of sharpened will. Today, Utah's topaz remains one of the few gemstones that can be found where wildland and sky touch without interference. No flood, no jungle, no ice-carved valley, just wind, rhyolite, time, and crystal. It is the desert's quietest treasure, not loud, not rare, but pure. It was as if the earth paused here just long enough to crystallize a moment of stillness in stone. Ranked fifth, Peridot, volcanic treasure of Saudi Arabia. Across the ancient volcanic fields of western Saudi Arabia, where the crust thins and the mantle speaks, a green flame crystallizes beneath waves of basalt. Peridot is a gemstone thrust to the surface not by time, but by force. It forms deep below, in the upper mantle, locked inside peridotite nodules, born of magma and brought up through tectonic fractures. These nodules rest beneath the Harret lava fields, where volcanic cones rise like broken towers under the desert sun. Summer here burns past 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and the basalt plains reflect the sky in silver heat. Within this hostile terrain, peridot crystals form in silence. Olive to golden green, often in clusters, their edges sharp as glass. Specimens ranging from 5 to 15 carats are most common, but stones with clarity and fire, untouched by inclusions, are prized. Exceptional gems, mainly those rich in chromium with a velvety undertone, have sold for $700 per carat. This is not the faint green of spring, but the green of ancient fire. Long before the borders of nations were drawn in sand, this stone was revered across Arabia. It was worn by warriors, offered to kings and buried with the dead. It was believed to repel evil, capture sunlight, and connect earth with the divine. Peridot does not shimmer with elegance. It burns, quietly, steadily, like the volcanic fields from which it came. It is the memory of fire, preserved in crystal and carried by the desert wind. Ranked fourth, Libyan desert glass, alien glass of the Sahara. In the western reaches of the Sahara, near the shifting borders of Egypt and Libya, the desert holds a secret not of this earth, but shaped by its collision. Scattered across wind-scraped dunes lies a substance with the texture of glass and the glow of solid sunlight. Libyan desert glass. Roughly 26 million years ago, a cosmic body, possibly a comet or meteorite, tore through the Earth's atmosphere and exploded above the sands. The heat of that impact, estimated to exceed 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, melted the desert surface instantly. A field of pure, naturally formed silica glass remained, pale yellow, light as air, and found nowhere else on the planet. The region where it is found is desolate. There are no permanent roads, no water, and temperatures that punish even the prepared. Expeditions require satellite tracking, all-terrain vehicles, and endurance for heat that warps the horizon. Yet those who search may uncover fragments of this ancient event, smooth aerodynamic pieces with a luster that evokes frozen lightning. The finest specimens, especially those over 100 grams with perfect clarity, are collected by museums and private collectors, with values ranging from $500 to several thousand, depending on provenance and purity. Libyan desert glass predates every civilization in the region, yet it was known to the ancients. A carved scarab made from this material was set into the breastplate of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, suggesting reverence, not just for its beauty, but for its otherworldly origin. It is not a gemstone in the traditional sense. It is planetary evidence, a frozen echo of impact, a fragment of Earth's dialogue with the universe, preserved beneath the breathless stillness of Sahara sand. Ranked third, diamond, hidden in the Kalahari sands. Across the parched plains of southern Africa, where red sands stretch to every horizon, and the wind whispers through thorn trees, lies a kingdom buried beneath the surface. The vast and ancient Kalahari Desert conceals one of Earth's most coveted treasures, diamonds. Formed over 1 billion years ago under pressures so immense the carbon structure was rearranged, these diamonds were born deep in the Earth's mantle and launched upward through violent kimberlite eruptions. But in the Kalahari, they are not found in riverbeds or mountain veins. They sleep beneath dunes, beneath silence, in volcanic pipes concealed by centuries of windblown sediment. Botswana, in the heart of the Kalahari, is home to 2 of the most productive diamond mines on the planet, Jwaneng and Orapa. Glittering surfaces do not mark these sites but by precision, excavation, and determination. The desert gives nothing freely. Mining here is a triumph of technology against nature. Machinery pushing through layers of dust and basalt in temperatures that exceed 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The diamonds themselves range from industrial-grade shards to perfect octahedrons over 100 carats. Gem-quality stones, colorless and internally flawless, can reach $10,000 per carat, while rare fancy colors, particularly pinks and blues, surpass even that. Each carries the weight of time, forged when dinosaurs ruled and continents drifted apart. Throughout history, diamonds have symbolized power, eternity, and unbreakable will. Yet few know that some of the finest stones ever cut were born not in lush valleys, but under the crushing stillness of the desert sky. In the Kalahari, the harshness of the land is mirrored in the perfection of what lies beneath. A stone forged by fire, hidden by sand, and revealed only through conquest. Ranked second, black opal, ghost light of the Australian outback. Far inland, beyond the last traces of paved road and beneath skies that flicker with heat, the Australian outback holds a treasure unlike anything else on Earth. Beneath sandstone and iron-rich soil layers lies a gem that seems to have the aurora within its core, black opal. Found primarily in Lightning Ridge, a remote and fiercely hot town in New South Wales, black opal forms in voids left behind by ancient water systems. Over millions of years, silica-rich solutions filled these pockets, slowly crystallizing into a form that bends and fractures light. Unlike ordinary opal, the black variety has a dark body tone that amplifies every hue. Electric greens, amber reds, ocean blues, all shifting with the slightest movement, as if alive. Mining conditions are punishing. Summer temperatures in the shafts reach 115 degrees Fahrenheit. The terrain is bone dry, and the opal-bearing layers, known as hobbies, are elusive and fragile. Entire weeks can pass without a single usable find. But when a black opal reveals itself, full spectrum, gem quality, and clean, it is nothing short of a miracle. The finest stones, especially those over 5 carats with uninterrupted color play, have fetched upwards of $10,000 per carat, and some even more at international auction. No other gemstone carries such mystique. Black opal has been called the eye of the outback, the ghost light of Australia. It glows not from reflection, but from within, like a memory of fire suspended in stone. And in a land where time feels older and silence runs deep, this gem flickers like a secret, one that refuses to fade, even when the desert forgets. In the first place, Painite, the rarest desert gem, Myanmar dry zones. In central Myanmar, far from headlines and highways, lies the source of a rare gemstone whose very existence was once questioned. Painite was, for decades, the loneliest mineral on Earth. Discovered in the 1950s near the scorched plains of Mogok's dry zones, Painite baffled mineralogists. Its atomic structure defied classification. Its trace elements suggested a chaotic formation: boron, zirconium, iron, and rare earth fused under extreme heat and pressure. For over 50 years, only 3 crystals were known to exist. The terrain that holds Painite is punishing. Withered hills, high humidity without relief, and mining pits that collapse under the weight of monsoon erosion. Yet within pegmatites and metamorphic seams, Painite grows, dark reddish-brown to blood red, sometimes with a fleeting flash of amber under polarized light. Most crystals are small, fractured, and opaque, but when a clean, faceable stone emerges, it crosses into legend. Gem-quality Painite over 1 carat is exceedingly rare. Specimens above 5 carats are near mythical, and prices reflect that scarcity. Stones have sold for over $60,000 per carat, with some auction houses refusing to set upper estimates. But value alone does not earn a gem the top rank. Painite stands apart because of what it represents: the intersection of impossibility and discovery. It is a gemstone born of geological anomaly, hidden in one of Asia's harshest, most inaccessible mining environments. It was never meant to be found, and yet it was. Of all the desert-born jewels, forged in fire, scattered by the wind, or carved from silence, this one remains the crown. Pain is not just rare, it is singular. From the burning sands of the Kalahari to the ghost-lit plains of Australia, these 10 stones aren't just rare, they're nearly impossible. Each tells a story of survival, deep geological history, and value shaped by harsh conditions that only the extraordinary could endure. Some glow like frozen lightning. Others were once mistaken for ordinary gravel. But all share one truth. They were born where nothing else should thrive. This is not just a list. It's a journey into Earth's most merciless places, searching for the beauty that dares to exist there. These are the top 10 gems. Let us know which resonates with you in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.